All right, guys. Well, y'all know me, Ryan Mesinna, and you know everybody else is sitting at the table. So let's play some Pathfinder with our friends. And we're going to have a really fun time, and we're going to kill stuff and hopefully not get killed ourselves. You guys find yourself in a tavern. You've been wandering north for many days, nights, and days and nights, and you've been sleeping outside. You're going from your previous town to another city, chasing stories of artifacts, personal vendettas, and assorted reasons for an assorted number of characters. And in your travels, you come across this small village, seems with wheat fields of plenty. It's dawning on to the afternoon hours, the sun slowly setting off on the horizon, and you hear the sound of library and the smell of cooked meals. And for some of you, you can even hear the clinking of glasses. So, with this anticipation of not sleeping outside, is an opportunity none of you get to pass up, because that's where I'm going to get control of your characters, because it's awesome. And you guys, yeah. It starts to rain. Inside the tavern, you find a seat. Not a problem. There's plenty open. The waitress walks up to you. Hi there, you old folk. You come here to enjoy the world famous honey brew lager?
That and to escape the rain.
Oh, that'd be a fine idea. After all, it should be a good night to be inside. It is a harvest festival.
Scariso will reach into his pouch and pull out, just enough coin to kind of pay for a modest meal. Something hot and a mug of what you had suggested. If you would, please.
Oh, you look like a wine draping sort, I'd say. A nice red will get for you, sir. And for the rest.
Pull out the same amount of coin. I'll take the same amount. And exactly what he's having. And then from my other hand, reach into a pocket, roll out a mat, and pull out a deck of cards and start shuffling them.
And you there, sir, with the big stick. Wink, wink.
Wait, yeah. I'll take two.
Two?
Two.
That sounds all right. And for the holy man, you'll be partaking in our best.
I am sorry. I am fasting at this time. Your country has whetted me enough, so my appetite does not need whetting any further. Thank you.
Well, you're lost. Maybe your friend who ordered two might share. We'll see. She wanders off. You go retrieve your drinks, brings them back. She leaves you for a moment to give you guys a moment just to kind of get truly settled there. Dinner proceeds. Any small talk that might happen pops up, pops out. The chatty ones just like the non-chatty ones, and
I'll look at the guy who's unrolled the mat. What do I see? As I look down at you, kind of shuffling your cards from hand to hand. I warn you, you'll be making no extra coin off of me this night. I have enough to spare. I don't have enough to spare, sadly.
Oh, this is not your normal deck of cards. This is not for gambling. This is for future telling.
A fate spinner. Excellent.
Passed down by generation after generation of my family. Originally from Varisia. I'm from line of wanderers. Would you like your fate read?
I've heard of the Haro deck readers, but I've never actually had time to speak with one. Yes.
Perfect.
I would find that most interesting.
This should be quite entertaining. I know my fate. Sarenrae has chosen a path for me. You aimless wandering infidels must squander over minor magics. But please, proceed. Don't let me stop you. And he just stands like right over top of the card dealer, eagerly watching.
And that is fair. Those who are stolen to their beliefs are truly ones that the fate do not decide. So, my good man, which would you prefer? A general reading, a reading for the year, for the month? Many options.
Well, considering my current circumstance, the shorter the better, right? What fate befalls me this evening, or this week, if we can get that close?
Well, of course. You can kind of get a general idea. So, I will, continue shuffling them and then hand them to the man that I'm doing the reading for. If you please, would cut them yourself.
You pause, looks like you're trying to figure out what to call me. A Scariso.
Scariso, yes.
I'll kind of cautiously examine the deck, looking for any card that may be out of place or marked, and then cut the deck as asked.
Is it your custom in your country to wait to be indoors to introduce oneself? We have traveled many miles together, and yet you all act as if you already know one another. In my country, we introduce ourselves at first meeting. I have already told you my name, but still, if it is proper etiquette, I would like to learn each of yours. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't let me interrupt. And then he goes back to like hovering over the Harrow deck dealer.
I'm Raven Loftwood, of Clan Loftwood.
Scariso will bow his head slightly to the group accompanying around him. I am Scariso. No last name needed. Just a traveler from here and about. From Orloro, originally. Nadal. For those of you who aren't familiar with the town, I doubt you would be.
I know such a place. That is in Sheliax, is it not? On the north side of the Inner Sea.
Close. Nadal, actually.
But that is as far as my knowledge of geography takes me. Being in the center of the world from Katapesh, on the southern tip of the Inner Sea, I have not heard of this. Well, I've heard tales, but not know the exact location of this Varija of which you speak. Card dealer.
It is up north, just south of the mountains in the land of the Lenorm Kings.
Ah.
Very forested place on the coast.
And what of you, sir? Nudging the quiet one.
Us the Blackblade. From everywhere. Anywhere I can rest my head, I call home.
Interesting. Are you all mercenaries?
If you're inquiring as to whether or not my skills are for hire, for the right coin, aren't we all a bit mercenary in nature?
Not at all. I only keep what coin I need to sustain. Beyond that, my faith and the path Sarenrae sets before me. She has led me to you, and you have led me here. That will suffice for now. But please, sorry. And he actually takes a chair now and lets them get on with their Harrow reading. I will at least break bread. And he summons the barmaid for food.
She's there. She's on the drink. I'm Shelly. I'm going to be a server. I'm from here. And here's all your drinks. And that's Doug. He plays a real good ditty, and he'll really turn the heat on tonight. You watched. Doug's the best.
Shelley, do you have a box for suggestions?
Yeah. It's called Doug. He's over there. He's sitting. I go talk to him.
I will indeed. After bread.
Oh, of course. She goes off. Retrieves the bread. Doug, he's up there at the front of the tavern. Starts plucking away a tune on his harp. Sings a little ballad about old kingdoms of long before recorded history, rise and fall, and kind of spins a spiral about why about the bother. A lot of sad undertones. You really feel that this is a really personal song from Doug. He's got a lot of hurt on the inside. That comes across in the music.
I openly weep. Doug's music has moved me.
Oh, he's an artist. He doesn't acknowledge the audience until he's done the piece.
I don't sob loudly. It just, there's a tear. Such beautiful.
The guy just like putting up the lighter. Solidarity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm all about the flame. The thumb ignites. There you
go. There's a waitress for your turns. She has your bread. Has a couple of complimentary sides. Sorry for you. So I assume you guys will be staying the night? Won't be fun.
Yes, I think we shall. I don't speak for the entirety of the group, but I don't imagine they're too eager to go out in this storm.
Well, you guys look like you're a bunch of guys who know how to have fun anyways, or at least need a little bit of it. You know what I mean? Right? She looks over at Os. Wink.
I wait for Sarenrae to reveal herself. I travel and I follow her.
That's good.
I nudge Scarzio beside me and go, generally she takes me east each morning. It's a thing. It goes that way.
That's a thing. That's a
Then
good
takes
thing.
you west during the later days.
Yes, I find myself going in circles if I walk too much in a single day.
She seems pondering on what you said for a moment. Will you just be back at where you started?
I still must rest. And I must only follow Sarenrae's light and guidance during certain times. Not prayer time, not meal time, not special me time. And, well, would you like to learn
It's a
more?
good thing she's a sun goddess, eh?
Yeah. That's a quaint way of putting it, but yes, I suppose.
As for me, I follow the festivities. Wherever there is party and celebration, I shall be there.
Oh, it's gonna be here tonight. You watch.
Makes me very happy.
Hey, look around. Where's the party? Are we the party? I think we're the party.
Oh, I'll make sure you guys have a bunch of rooms. Any of you sharing?
No.
No.
It would surely.
Okay, I wasn't. I wasn't.
What? Sorry.
Sometimes just like to save money some ways.
Yeah, two
I'm
guys
not
said no, so I just slap a hand on Ost.
This
Blackblade,
is
you're
a
with
safe
me.
place. We cater to all.
We'll bunk
As
together.
do I.
Dave insists, anyways.
There you go.
Not tonight.
We can save coin, Ost, if we bunk together. What say you, Blackblade? We can spoon for warmth.
I say I can get a room. You can sleep in the barn if you don't want to spend money. Your choice.
Wow. It's that kind of group out of the gate.
Is it a dry barn? Anyway, no. Continue on. This is going to go on forever. If we.
All right. Well, the night progresses. Levity happens. More of the villagers start to trickle in. It becomes quite the lively place. Doug, he's really picked up a tune there. He's really kind of jamming in. And those of you who wish to partake in levities can. There's lots of village folks dancing around of all walk of ages. A couple dancing, a couple eating. And yeah.
So we got that going for us.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
And
Scariso's not afraid to kind of engage the locals, so to speak. So,
Yeah.
as the evening wears on, a little bit of drink kind of takes hold and he loosens up a bit. he's not stick in the muddish, but he is fairly reserved, and as the evening wears on, like I said, that kind of chips away and he's a little more friendlier.
Is it chips away per drink?
Yeah, per drink. But he is, conservative in how much he drinks.
Never pass.
Because you don't want to dull the senses.
Yeah, always social, especially when you have to wiggle the fingers.
That's right.
It's that fine motor control skill you just need to retain.
Tenston continues to fast a wee bit of bread, a couple olives, a bit of water, but I will dance. And I will back up Doug with a bit of baritone, rather gregarious, but a little unfortunately foreign to, probably attract anyone's interest besides just sort of standing out like a sore thumb.
All right. Well, the night progresses. Nothing eventful. Sounds like it's a good country party. And just as things really start to kick up and everyone's having a good time, like just say at the peak of a party, before anyone's gone to like, "Oh, Billy," before those words are ever uttered, the front door bursts in. A man comes running in, wild-eyed. Goblins! There's goblins out there! And in that exact instant, all of a sudden you hear, "Yeah!" And all of a sudden, there's a little green glob on the back of them, double dagger in the back. And chaos ensues.
Well, apparently here be goblins.
Roll for initiative.
Alrighty.
As we fumble around the virtual table.
This is it. This is it, guys. This is the future of all Pathfinders.
The fumbling, is that what you're saying?
Do you guys remember the first time you played? The amount of fumbling. What you're looking for a D20.
Oh, got a 7.
This is the first time I've played in freaking years with Cena because I've been GMing.
Sounds like a you problem.
Right. How do you roll a die with a modifier?
So go to the little white one, and then click the plus or minus to add to the modifier, then click the dice and then roll.
There's a white flat pad on the left of your board.
Where'd it go?
Oh.
Oh,
Whoa, connection.
Oh,
my
dude.
God.
This is one of those random encounters. It's not so random, because I knew it was coming.
The drop of a D20 and suddenly it's dark outside and everything's burning. Oh, look at this. That is awesome. Look at this. Fires everywhere. This is great. All right. Gentlemen, prepare to cower.
Oh, wait, and we need music. We're not hanging out here anymore.
Where'd our guys go? I lost the building we're in
This
front
has
of.
been a complete reset, so you guys will have to grab your tokens anew.
Anew?
Yeah, well, no, actually, you guys have them saved, so you can bring them up.
I don't know if I ever got mine saved.
If you remember how to do
I'm
that.
so sorry, Frank. I'll make it up to you.
I am immediately displeased.
Ruined.
I am memorized by the fire. Look at this. This is awesome.
I am taking forever to load.
Sorry, Frank, and I got you.
You're
back.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem.
Can we spread the fire a little bit on this one side of town's a little dark, it's hard to see. We'll just light this church on fire and then we'll have ambient light everywhere. Here you go.
Actually don't know. How do we bring in tokens?
Okay, quick tutorial. You go to objects. You go on the top from the top left-hand tab. The menu will pop up. You have components,
We don't
pages,
have
backgrounds.
access to that.
Oh, no.
Is there a way to turn down the game music? Because I can't hear anybody except the music.
Yeah.
Sorry, it comes with the surprise.
Escape, Joe, configuration, sound tab, crank left, the top 3. Sound I can do. Mini, I have no idea where to start. This virtual table rests inside a giant tavern. we are always in the tavern. We will always meet in the tavern, no matter what happens.
Any other suggestions for that?
What, to kill the music?
Yep.
Change anything
Better?
else that asks for an apply button at the bottom right of the menus. When you hit
No,
apply-
I found it. I'll just turn it right off because I can't hear anybody.
Interesting. Yeah. Bolt.
killed all my menus. So where do we? I say, where do we pull a guy from?
Yeah.
Main-
No, I gotta
oh,
find
oh.
yours again there.
I don't want to exit the main menu. That would be bad.
Wait, unless. Oh.
What's up? It's a book.
We have a
It's a
grid.
book.
Screezo, you're huge. How did you get through the door? Your head goes to the second level.
That's right.
It's old. Have you been into old houses from like the pioneer times?
They were shorter people back then.
Oh, way shorter. But you have a feeling this was probably a material knowledge of proper building techniques. If you run around here with the tape measure, you'd be very upset by the end of the day.
Right.
Mm.
Oh, a grid. We need some grid.
I'm just showing off how awesome your guy is when he moves. Look at that. He's getting his own camera close up, man. Just let me do my thing. I promise when the battle begins anew, I'll leave you alone. A grid. There we go. It still need a guy though. I did manage to save my dude though. If you can pull him out of a magic box, I love how
Nice
the grid
enjoy
goes.
magic box.
Okay, where's my box? The river dried up. No.
You don't have the list of that objects. All right,
We don't have access to the objects tab.
So Ryan, did you finally decide on a name for your company?
Cena's Marvelous Manufacturing.
Messina's Marvelous Manufacturers. Tonight's episode brought to you by Messina's Marvelous Manufacturers and Dicewise Entertainment as we fumble our way through the baby steps of virtual tabletop. But I gotta say, this is impressive. And I'd like to thank Ryan for all the work he's put in on this map, because he may have done some cutting and pasting and he may have built some of his own stuff, but this looks really good, man. Thank you.
No worries. It's I aim for my labors to please. Your mini will be ready as soon as it loads in there, Jeff.
He's not done baking yet.
Yeah.
So Frank Hamilton is playing Scarizo and is the animated mage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who's in pink over here?
I am.
Or
Who's
sorry,
Pinko?
who's the magenta-looking elf with the big sword?
Hey, pink's fine. He's a Varisian. He loves bright colors.
Raven.
Yep.
Cool. And then we have Ost Blackblade. I remember Ost Blackblade. Human helmeted fighter with glaive.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's it.
But it is what it is.
I got you. Oh, look at that. I can actually change the name for you. There you go. Saved them in the folder. There you go.
Yeah. So, question.
Mm.
Character sheets.
You have Hero Lab, right?
Yeah, but my Hero Lab is giving me errors.
Oh, okay.
Do you have the email that you sent Ryan with your guy in it, like a PDF or something?
I have a copy of you. I could give your character sheet here in the virtual world if that would help you.
Oh, that
Yeah.
probably would. A little
Yeah.
easier.
All right.
Oh, here, let me check my email.
You can say also, if you want to forward the email to me, I can actually render him a PDF that he can use and mail it back to him. Because we're on the honor system tonight.
We're always on the honor system.
Yes. I'm invisible. Haha. You don't know where I am.
I'll make a roll. So abound you, is a village. Well, there's a one goblin that jumped in on that villager's back. And
Do you want me just to grab the Tempest Cleric that's sitting over here?
Yeah, that's totally for you, bud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But did we get an initiative rolls? I know we just jumped map. We didn't capture the old ones. Did you guys see what you saw though, or what you rolled?
Yep. I got a 7.
I
7.
would have to re-roll.
If you don't remember what you rolled.
Yeah, I would have to re-roll. I don't remember. Because I
Well-
couldn't actually see it because the chat box was at the very bottom.
Yeah, the chat box is. I wish there was a way to hide that. There's none that I'm aware of, because those take up a lot of real estate.
I got a 15 for initiative.
All right, 15. Aiden, you had a
7.
7.
I have lost my mini. Oh, there he is. Is that him?
Well, if he comes back to you, then it was truly meant to be.
Well, I picked him up, I collared him, and I tried to stretch him the long way across the board and dropped him. But now I don't see him anywhere.
Do you remember where we dropped him?
I don't know. It's so dark. I cannot see a thing.
Joe, much luck, or you need me to email you, bud?
I'm trying to find it.
All right. I have a copy of Lost.
Oh, good. Yeah, if you can email it, that'd be
I don't
awesome.
see him, Jeff.
It's right last. No, man, I swear, I dropped it over here. This takes you back to original. I dropped my mini, guys. Or when the dice goes off the table.
Right? It rolls underneath the heaviest thing
Yeah.
possible.
And of course it lands on a 20. You're like, no, guys, come on.
Come on,
Come
bend
on.
over, see it.
Yeah, I haven't touched it.
Dude, how many times have you done that? Dropped a die on the floor
And you chase it and you're like, come on.
and you just don't touch it.
Yeah, you
Nope.
quarantine the area, guys.
Ugh.
New me, tiefling wizard with glasses, is now going to be a Frit in full plate. We'll just go with this because I've completely lost
Hey,
the
it's
guy.
canon now, man. It's all right. Again,
Hey,
that's,
you
the night's
make
been
it
long.
work.
That could be how you ended up dressed at this point.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
sip, the cleric can't handle his drink because
Fasting, water. No, I'm good.
There you go.
It's my dancing robes.
I totally misspelled a frit, but
What?
hover over the token.
You fritty.
I have a name, you know.
Yes, but I don't know it.
I'm in the middle of typing it in. Get your hands off my dude. There we
It's not on your dick.
Mine is.
Not touching, not touching.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Yeah. Flashbacks to the last time we tried using this and reasons why we
Right.
stopped.
well, at least you have things to touch and play with.
Because we're like a bunch of cats.
Oh,
And
I
that's
need,
cool.
I need to change this color because it's just, I can't see them. I'm blended in here. Yeah. There we go. A little better. So about that initiative. Oh, I had initiative, but somebody dropped a book on my table. Damn it. Oh, I lost it.
Toss the book at him.
Playing the Pathfinder First Edition.
Plus some extra stuff.
Right.
It's kind of annoying because I'm actually lined up with the the center of each edge of the table. So because I'm on a corner, it's like I'm having trouble.
You know about the lift height you can change?
No.
The muscle man from the menus that you closed?
Hmm. All right, I got this. some interesting camera angles. Oh, yeah. Natural 20 for 21. Initiative of 21, sir.
Excellent.
Nice.
You go most first.
I keep on dancing.
most-
Sorry, I just
most
sending
first.
Joe an email.
Thank you.
No problem. Composite.
So technically, we're really not outside the door. We are inside the tower.
Correct. I just
There
got
you
the
go.
loading out of the way there. I'm just getting.
Oh, there's grid on the roof. We're just working with it.
Yeah. No, that's totally how it's supposed to.
Look, Screezo, we're all flying. Dancing.
Dancing in the night.
Mm. Now, in the wings tonight, we have Corey Chazon and Matt Witt as spectators. Feel free to help fill some of this dead air, dudes. Like they're so quiet. I can just picture you guys have muted up and are just killing yourselves laughing. This must be painful to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know about painful, but it's interesting. That's for sure.
There we go.
GM's view of the board is boring.
Well, we are streaming this live. If you just want to go to, you guys want to monitor some of our chats, that would be helpful.
I do think the setup is very, very, it's very good. Definitely a lot of time and effort was put into this.
Oh no,
There
it's
was-
sick. It's sick, but it would be so much cooler if I was like zoomed in on the party and like swirling around it and stuff like that. But I just get a lot of menus.
From my perspective, what if you jump over to one of the other guys' perspective?
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, or like I said, if you guys could monitor chat, because we are streaming. If you guys
Well,
go
I
to
can do both. I'm not like
No, I'm just saying, but you do have a
enable. All right, so whose view should I take?
Who will
Whoever
be
has
doing the
best
coolest
ping.
things that you would want?
That would
Not-
be
Not
Jeff.
mine, because I'm going to be tabbed out 80% of the time looking at character sheets.
dance. Yeah, I do have the advantage of
All
4
right, Joe,
computers
you
and
should
7
be getting in your
monitors.
email.
Okay, I'm trying to watch.
Uh,
Oh, it'll let me. Sweet, I'm in.
Nope.
Perfect. It's already more exciting.
No, I do not have it. Hold on, let me check my tablet.
See, now, I
man.
guess now would be the good time, like, so where you from? We did that bit. So what are we playing? I am playing a 10th level cleric of Sarenrae, goddess of healing and sun. I'm from the Arabic-styled Pathfinder country of Katapesh on the bottom corner center of the Inner Sea, and I am playing an Ifrit, which is one of the sort of Ifrit fire genie, city of brass descendants, mostly human, and some fire in the blood. So, cleanse with flame, healing, und that is me. And you?
Scariso is playing a tiefling, and I've taken a little bit of creative license with his looks. So his skin is almost bleach white, as is his hair, and then his eyes are just inky black. And like you said earlier, he's from this unimportant little fishing village in Nidal. But his backstory is, since he was so skilled in, or so intellectually gifted, that he became kind of conscripted into the Umbral Court's intrigues, but it didn't quite take with him, so he basically went AWOL. So he's on the run from the demon contracts that he signed.
That is in Cheliax, yeah? Did I have that right?
Inky froze.
Yeah, and the heraldic. Oh, you froze up there, Frank. You're on the run from demon contracts that you signed.
And the Nadalese kind of shadow court. They're basically spies and saboteurs.
Is this in Cheliax or did I get it wrong?
No, it's in the country called Nadal.
Oh, sorry, it's Nadal was a town. Where's that?
Nadal. So if you look at the, I think it's the inner sea. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you go from Cheliax directly south, Nadal is right there.
Oh, okay. So if Katapesh is on the corner, then Osirian's up right on the top corner, and you head west along the bottom of the inner sea. It's in there. The old Thuvian Empire kind of thing.
Actually, let me bring it up real quick because now I'm second guessing myself. All right.
Doesn't know where he's from. Since he got hit in the head, he claims to be from Nadal. No, it's good. And you, sir. Everyone knows Varija. Every Rise of the Rune Lords fan knows Varija.
Right. No, so I am a human, originating from Varisia, or Versia, and I was born and raised on caravans. My folks were wandering gypsies. Their folks were wandering gypsies, as they are. And due to the fact that we needed to protect the caravan, he grew up learning a very specific martial style of defend the area, stop people from coming in and getting to the weaks, the traders and the merchants and whatnot. So I am playing the Path of War third party class, the Warder, specifically the Zweihander Sentinel.
I know that one. That's a really cool one.
Where I toss shields aside and use a two-handed weapon for both offense and defense. And due to the fact that we are so close to the rim of the world and near Tian Sha, he has also learned a couple of different fighting styles from them, specifically Aijutsu, the art of the draw cut. So
nice.
he's got some special things in store.
He got
has
some
some
moves.
skill.
Yeah, but he enjoys partying, long walks on the beach, and riding with caravans.
Oh, Jeff. So Nadal is Cheliax's Canada. I am due north. My bad.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
beyond Kintargo and up.
They share a border.
Okay.
So I'm north of Cheliax.
To pull up a.
I know I had to do the same thing because I
have to pull up a map,
couldn't
right? Yes. And Os Blackblade.
As I'm trying to load my character sheet so I can read it, but
Yeah, he's from Canada.
But yeah, 10th level human fighter, specialized in the pole master.
Oh, dude, those are so cool.
With proficient with the halberd, so we'll see how it works.
Did you say halibut? He's a two-handed halibut wielder.
Yes.
Halberd.
Hey, no, that's a character for a good parody campaign, just smacking this frozen fish around.
Yeah, smacking you with a fish.
Frank, didn't you have a pole arm wielding dwarf in a cameo in our Echoes of Honor spinoff from Dice for Dishonor pod?
I did. Rohan.
Yes, Rohan. Thank you.
The half-man dwarf because he was freakishly tall for a dwarf at 5'1".
Ooh.
He was a beast. But yeah, I totally took that pole master, and dude, they are so sick when you get up higher levels. Yeah, they're really good.
Cool. Speaking of other pods, Aiden and myself played. That would be like the last time I played seriously. Aiden was when I was producing and editing the first season of Clinton's Core Classics, The Rise of Rune Lords, and playing alongside you.
Yeah.
I left that show, and the guys took it over, in the second season, and you're still playing with them. What season? What book are you in now? In Clinton's Core?
We are in. I don't know how we're deciding on seasons, but we are in.
Which book?
We're in book 5. So I don't know if I want to spoil it for anybody, but I feel like at this point, almost everyone's played it except for me.
What, Rise of the Ruin Lords?
Yeah.
Well, it has been almost 20 years.
Yeah. Actually, I think exactly 20 years. Hence,
never
the
played it.
Anniversary edition.
Yeah, really. Like, never played it. Joe's never heard of it, and Frank's played it how many times?
I've gone through it a bunch of times.
4 times.
Well, and that's the thing I like about Pathfinder games is there are so many ways that you can mix and match skill sets, character classes, archetypes, that really the same 4 guys with different builds, you can have a completely different outcome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's not like you're combing through every single encounter with a fork. I mean, you can find different things every time you go through these. And that's what I appreciate about them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think you can like replay an adventure path. It's like you replay a video game twice. Like I played Sniper Elite series, and then when you go through a level, you earn the ghillie suit and stuff. And I go, put it on, sneak around, and do it completely different. Same thing as with the role play. Different people, different GM, or the GM leans a different way, right?
Right.
Speaking of new GMs.
Hey, Joe, do you got your dude?
Joe's muted, so we can't hear him. This is just the voice in his head.
Yeah. Just the voice in your head speaking.
Sorry. I was just having issues with fucking Hero Lab.
So
Big issues.
Quick fix, Ryan. Send me his file, and I will send him a PDF that he can just view. It's detailed enough for him to run.
Yeah.
Good.
But yes, so quickly to
There we go.
hopefully not spoil too many things, but also to let those who have run through the campaign know, we entered the Rune Forge a couple sessions ago. And so yeah, we're clearing through that.
You're boned. I mean, good luck, buddy.
Yeah. Well, okay, no one's died yet. So and
What?
we had
Clint is being way nicer to you than he was with us.
Nobody's died yet. I'm definitely not playing.
well, it's also okay, no, I have died the most in that campaign. I've lost 3 to 4 people already. I don't actually remember how many. I've lost a lot of people in that campaign. So is Connor. But no, it's the fact that we have 2 paladins and a bard. We have a lot of healing.
Sounds like the start of a joke. 2 pounds of bard walking a Rune Forge.
And some amazing saving throws.
Oh,
That'll help.
Yeah, that's helped a bit. And we've also been fairly smart about it. Just it's like, okay, this doesn't seem very safe. Let's take it carefully.
Right? The way it looks clear, I'm immediately paranoid.
Exactly. If there aren't, 10 undead creatures on the other side of this door, I'm paranoid.
It's worse.
Something bigger is there.
Exactly. We went through it the first time, and it was basically, Ren Do or Die was like one character's name, and the other guy was Stumpy the Dwarf, and it was the Ren and Stumpy show. This one guy was just mass tripping, and then the dwarf would just attack of opportunity things to death. You go into a room, the cleric casts silence, Ren trips, Stumpy kills. Next room.
See, that sounds like you're doing right now. We're doing a show called the Elven Portal Podcast, and we're doing it live. So it's Age of Ashes Live. Dice Wise presents, and Fantasy Grounds is nice enough to sponsor said show. And Frank's playing a fighter. And the cool thing about second edition Pathfinder is the fighter is the only one that gets attacks of opportunity. And they just like push him into a room that he hasn't already kicked open a door and just goes spinning around like a top.
That's right.
So now I know where you got that background, all that experience from.
That's right. And then Joe's going to show us how to really play a two-handed fighter.
Hopefully.
Shoot me that file. I can hash it out for you.
But
Yeah,
I'm like last on initiative here, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so we want to
Ryan?
know what color
Yeah?
your socks are.
What do we see when we kick open the door?
Sorry, I'm just making a PDF of Ost for.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Yeah. Sorry,
All
I'm.
right. Okay.
I'm trying to rush you because I'm eager to.
No,
kill
I got you.
things.
Enjoy the burn.
We don't get to be 10th level every day. Apparently, I my games crawl so slowly because we're playing multiple games, guys.
What are you talking about, Jeff? I intimately know first level, having been there for 3 years.
What are you talking about? You got a 5th level guy in Star Wars. You got a 2nd level Cavalier in Dice for Dishonor.
Yes. Second level Cavalier, aka first level anything else.
Anything else. Yet I still managed to suck at everything. Like
And
I
a
said,
horse.
Vicky, the oddly intelligent horse, is gone. I was not allowed to bring my horse.
Couldn't give the horse a pin, eh?
That's
I
'cause
could
you-
not
hey,
get the horse a pin.
Hey, only one of you were smart enough to pass off their mount as a service animal. I give you Matthew Witt on his wolf.
I know.
Nice.
Sir
Well
Barkley
done.
Twist them
bites-
rules everywhere you can.
Sir Barkley bites a lot.
Oh yeah.
Sir Barkley bites a lot. I thought it was Sir Barkley drags. He's always going for the trip.
Right.
But forgive us, technical difficulties. And have we got actually any interaction in our live stream there, Matt? We had a full house Friday.
Not a
Did you
lot.
think it-
Not a lot. But it's a
I-
Monday. It's tough, right? Friday
Well-
people are like, yeah. But,
Yeah. Well, Monday was
we-
supposed to be sci-fi day for us, and we decided to do this one shot just to show off like the really cool board that Ryan put together and get our 10th level hedonism on, as he put it.
Yeah.
So-
Sorry, just
So we all came rushing. No, you're
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
We're just looking to entertain the masses here in our live show. No pressure. All the Star Wars fans going, what the hell's this? Where's the Sci-Fi Monday? You promised us. Well,
It happens.
state of the world being what it is. So, I completely
Email
forgot
sent,
the base.
Jeff, did you get some?
No, I have not. Let's try again. Negative Ghost Rider. I always wanted to say that. So,
So great thing at the tabletop. What I've managed to do in lieu of this, Joe,
Yeah.
here's your character sheet. See in the table? Bam.
Cool. What if?
Oh, it has a grid on it. Wild.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
yeah. Is there a way for you to light the edge of the table? Because it's like, I love the ambient lighting, but it's so dark. I can't see
Is it too dark, guys? I can
That's okay.
change that. Light it.
Not for me. I can see in the dark.
Jeff, just turn up your
True that.
brightness a little bit, or just fix your eyes. One of the two. Like we get that you're getting old, but come on.
It happens. We're all a victim of.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about. I look amazing.
The cheap shots from Aiden Willems come because I don't have the big chair tonight. Can't punish him as a player, so that's
No,
right.
no.
That's okay. It's okay, buddy.
Awesome.
That's fine. You can hold a grudge. It's only 4 days until Friday. Just kill me off then.
Oh, what are we doing Friday?
I don't know.
Uh,
You're the one
I
that
think-
always tells me. I've been in the dark a little while.
I think it's Pure Steam for you and Mummy's Mask Rage of Ashes for us.
Fair.
Because I promised Phil he'd get a whole month, and then we're gonna steamroller a bunch of Dice Before Dishonor, where I need the entire cast, yourself and Rob and Jay included, which will to get to that end, and that'll cap the season. You guys are getting close to the end of book 1 of Dice Before Dishonor.
Finally.
Soon you'll be 3rd level, Frank.
What?
Soon. Soon.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen.
one level per year is my motto. There you go. Year's not over yet.
All right. So
Awesome.
we're all in now, right?
Yep.
Sweet. So we have the initiative. Out of all of our heroes, we have Scoriso. It goes first.
What?
So last we left off, our heroes, we're seeing a peasant being assailed. from your dining
How
room
about he
table.
says it like, wait, like it's an entire episode again. Well, sorry, that just kills me. There you go, Joe.
Okay.
Incoming email.
I already got it.
All right. I mean, if I'm going first, sweet. Take a
21,
minute.
man. Be proud you beat my 21.
To take a minute to surveil the situation. Oh yeah, shit's going sideways, and I cast Improve Flight or Overland Flight. That should give me a little bit of, kind of mobility.
Okay.
And then I am done. I need not spend any other actions. Next.
Right. Next of the heroes is Jeff.
Tenzin Belfast sees such an evil doing, and I cast Dispel Evil. Shimmering white holy energy surrounds me. It has 3 effects. First, I gain a +4 deflection bonus to my AC against attacks from evil creatures. Second and thirdly are dispellable effects that we'll get into if I happen to touch and try to do some banishing and whatnot, so I won't burn too much air with this. But right now, I have a handy 1 round per level +4 deflection bonus to my AC is worth the spell right off the bat. Cast that, and I will move from the dancing floor to the door.
All right. Next in line, you hear an explosion, and it kind of shakes. You guys feel this one. And Aiden.
Probably not good.
Right. So this goblin has pretty much ridden this dude down.
Oh yeah, as pretty much he runs in goblins, and as if to prove the point, goblin.
Okay. So
Gave him the point.
so goblin is like on his back, just like mounted him. Right?
Oh yeah,
Wait.
someone told him there was like Mountain Dew inside, and he wants it bad.
Wait for the messenger to commit right to the message, right? Well, he brought
Fair
one.
enough. All right. So grabbing my great sword, that's just leaning across the table, I'm going to throw it at him using shield toss.
All right. Roll to hit, I'm assuming with that.
Yep.
All right, cool. See some dice. That's half the fun.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
That beautiful bean footage.
Okay, so 12 plus 18 is a 30 to hit.
30 to hit.
Was that all?
Where do you want to hit it?
Right in the Mountain Dew.
God.
Actually, sorry, my bad. Supposed to be range attack. 24. My
It's-
bad.
All right, it's going to get stories from this touch.
Okay, so
I'm
hit.
assuming there's damage associated with this,
Yes, there is.
not undamaged, right?
Correct. It is treated as a shield bash, and because it is a maneuver, I get an additional D6. So, I can't roll a D3. There are no D3s.
Take a D6. Just
Oh,
Divided by 2.
Okay, D6.
And I hope you don't roll a 1.
Yeah, that's still
Same.
one.
Shell. All right. D6 plus 11. All right. So I got a 1 on the dice. Modifier, so 12 damage plus an additional die 6 of damage. So 5. So 17 points of damage.
all right.
And as a free action, it bounces back into my hand.
Sure. Like it ricochets
Ew.
off of what's left of this goblin as you splatter it. Like
Yeah,
against.
the pommel bashes its head in, and then it bounces back into my hand.
Yeah, like where there was cranium, there is no more.
Yes.
Well, someone's showing off.
Like first move, that's a solid. All right.
Says the guy that magically takes to the air like Superman, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you coming from someone who also wiggled their fingers.
Yes.
All right, Ost.
Guess I'll go to the front of the building.
All right. Yeah. You easily make it through the door. Thankfully, it was open. The goblin was kind enough to know that you probably want to go outside.
Yeah.
And you step aside, and you hear screams abound everywhere. Your type of vision is
straight up human.
oh well, that's fine. There's enough fire set up that it's not that hard to take a look around and see the village is on fire. There's goblins running amok in the streets, and it is just utter chaos out here.
All right. I'm just trying to see what actually I see here. So, well, just grab the old pole arm in hand and wait until I see something a little better.
Sure. Next. You hear some more explosions, some more buildings off in the distance catch fire, more screaming, more panic. Oh, Frank, you have a horse, right?
I did.
Hmm. Probably would
Nothing.
stable that.
Nothing special though.
The inn's not on fire. So that's the advantage.
There's that.
So top of the round, everybody's gone. You guys start. Scuriso, you're next.
I will move outside.
Okay. Yeah, you see the whole village is on fire. There's random goblins, kind of scraggles, running through the street. You have really good eyes in the night, right?
Yeah, I can see 120 feet in the dark.
With dark vision.
Yeah.
That's freakish.
Yes, it is.
And then
Okay.
I will spend the rest of my movement flying up,
Oh, that's always a valid option.
making myself a target. So that's one action.
Give me a perception check while you're up. You fly up 30 feet?
For now, yeah, because that's close to
Okay.
2 moves. Let's see here. Perception check. Let me look on skills. Perception plus 12. Let me find my chunk of the board.
Oh.
Find my dice. D20 roll. 16.
16. Laura says, actually, you just make it. 16 total?
16 total.
Okay. You don't see anything, but you hear in the not too off distance
Arrows.
no, not like arrows. These are more thwumps.
Okay.
Like something large is pushing against air.
Oh, okay.
But so you, that's pretty much a double move.
Yeah.
Yeah, full on move. Get outside, get up,
Yep.
take a look around. See, yeah, lots of fight. You got a bird's eye view. And because they're not actually trying to be hiding, you see on the tree lines, and with your added elevation, you see over the one-story farmhouse to the, we'll call Mayan south. So southwest corner here.
Okay.
There is a horde of goblins there. A horde of goblins in the tree lines to the very south.
Sorry, can we have a compass point for north on the map?
I am. DM side is south.
Got
So
it.
if yeah. And I'll make sure I'll kind of point that out as I kind of drift up. There appears to be goblins to the south.
I grab the ankle and get it to the chopper.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Jeff,
I thought-
is that so?
it's
That's your
hurt.
free talk action.
My
It's
turn.
valid. I like it. Yeah.
Okay. As an alternate racial trait, I have chosen Ifriti magic. I can cast enlarge or reduce person on myself. I do so now once a day, and it lasts a minute per level, so lots of time. I cast enlarge and become a large mini. Can you make
Yeah,
me big?
we can totally make you big. So you go up one size category.
Yep. 4 squares, move over.
You a big boy.
Yep.
As you got your mini.
Yep. Right here.
Okay.
Here I am. Make me big.
We'd
Okay.
use the Mario sound, but that's copyright, right?
Yeah.
Just
That's good.
imagine it now that I've said it.
All right.
All right, you big, you thick.
Oh, not done yet. So that's a spell-like ability. So that's pretty much the standard action. And I will move. So I was at the door. Excuse me. And I will take a solid stride directly south if Screezo's, Wait a minute. Which way is east in this damn country? Crap. Are you gesturing? I really hope you are. Goes running off in a random direction.
All right,
No, seriously.
that's your whole goal.
I'm going to roll a d4.
Oh.
It's like if he says there's no, unless you're pointing. Okay. I got 3 and a 4. So if north is 1, 2, 3, or 4. So yeah, 50-50. I go south or southeast. So 1, 2, 3, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I spin this guy when I pick him up? Does he turn?
Yep.
Oh,
You
there we
use
go.
the scroll button.
Got it. This way. That's me.
All right. Ost.
Yes.
Before your turn, you hear 2 more explosions.
Busy little buggers.
Right?
Get around.
Wow. Explosions everywhere.
Scariso, from your advantage, you actually see that those explosions happen north of your location.
Okay.
The explosions weren't trying to be stealthy about this at all.
I know, apparently not. Well, this town may be awash. We may need to move on.
Yeah, there's a lot of evidence that anything that changed today was cause of this.
Oh, it's awesome. I turned my mini white, and because of the red actual lighting, I look like I'm standing in front of a fireplace with red headlights. That is so cool. Dun dun dun.
So where are you hiding at, Ost?
Right. Well, our lovely little eyes in the sky suggested to the south. So,
Yeah.
and our one dude is already going that way. So,
I'm a friend. You can go. You can go through me for free if you want. You don't have to do the L shape.
There you go.
Okay.
I moved close to. I have no idea. House, I guess.
Yeah, a domicile.
Okay. I'll say
It's
house.
nothing too fancy there. It's 4 walls and a roof, and that's kind of a feature.
And I am done.
All right. Aiden.
All right. I am going to get up from my chair, great sword in hand, and start walking out.
All right. You pretty much get to the door. You guys didn't wander too far into the tavern when.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's my turn.
All right. Top of the round. Could I have Ost make a perception check.
I can try.
We can always try.
Yeah, I can always try. Okay, so just let me try to do. Look at that.
Nice.
What I get there?
A 10.
How the hell did
You
I
have no
get 10?
modifier to.
I have a
you-
plus 10 modifier. How is
you
that
should've-
possible?
You should have got a. Well, you rolled a 10. I don't think it added your modifier.
Yeah, it depends on which way you use to roll. Which dice did you roll?
D20.
Oh, just the raw 20.
Yeah,
All right.
with modifier of plus 10
All
on
right.
the lovely little thing. So that would be 20 then.
20 total?
How do you bring up the dialogue to re-see that? Because once it's gone, I can't pull it up again.
Bottom left.
Bottom
It's the
left.
little chat bubble.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it says modifier 10, total 10. You didn't roll at all.
Okay,
I,
it just
I
pops
clicked
up.
on it.
You use the one that you can put the modifiers in?
Yeah,
Oh,
on
okay.
the right beside my character sheet in my little spot. Yeah.
Yeah, that one doesn't announce, it just pops in the chat. That's why I missed it.
Okay.
So you don't see, unfortunately, but fortunately, when he comes out as his attack, he's not that quiet. As a goblin comes jumping at you from the roof, going, ah! He luckily doesn't have 10 feet, so he can't get a full charge off on you. But he does get this off on you. And he makes his attack. I guess he only gets 1 for falling. No feats to aid in that.
All right. I have a reach weapon.
So moving through, falling. Yeah, I'll give you it.
Yeah.
Swing.
yeah.
Swing,
Alright.
swing away.
All right. Yay, finally. Okay, let's take my time to do this right. So, add my modifiers. All right. I hear a lot of clicking. A D20 and roll. All right.
Nice.
Why can't I see?
26.
Oh, yeah, there. 26.
All right. Is that a
So-
hit, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a solid connection.
Oh, awesome. For
So roll some damage.
I'm trying to. There's the damage.
22.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you smash them like hard.
Aha!
Yeah. He congratulates you on a solid blow. So- from the forest. So
Sneaky little bastards.
yeah. Well, that's what they are. They hide in the shadows and they jump on people and stab them, as you saw it. The other one that you saw in the inn was like more of a apprentice. This guy's better at his job.
There are no shadows.
For some, that's an option. It's like during creation, you're like shadows, no shadows. You're like, I gotta save my GPU, so no shadows. 8. So I gotta roll to hit you. You hit him square, but you didn't kill him.
Strong little goblin.
It looks like he needs a little bit more than at least 1, and he rolled a 2 to hit you. Huh? And does a 10 hit you?
No.
All right. So thematically, what happens is that he jumps from the roof. You see him. He goes, ah, and then you're just like, wham, and in one swift motion, just kind of like he's prone on the ground. Your halberd's just on top of him, like cuts clean through his side. you see more inside than you should, and that's his entire go.
Awesome.
So he kind of unwent. The horde of goblins to the south move forward. What is their movement? Goblin speed.
I think I can see them.
Yeah. As the brush along the side of the forest edge just kind of shake that kind of too tall grass, and a bunch of goblins start coming through the grass. And at first it's like 1, 2, 3, and then it's 10, and it's 20, and 30. As you see what would equivocally be a 20-foot square blob of goblins.
It's a swarm.
Yeah. No, it's a troop.
Oh,
It was.
well,
it
yeah.
was a troop.
Yeah.
It will. It still will be.
So goblins do that on their turn. All right, he's not around. Let's go Riso.
All right, so the goblin troop that just emerged from the woods, I think I have a clear line of sight on them.
I would
That'd
agree
be
with you.
these guys right there. And I think the only real response that a wizard should have to a troop of goblins is a fireball.
Yeah, it's a solid response.
I mean, it's not a terrible response, but
No,
here we go.
like it's almost like they're meant to go together.
All right, so 48 points of damage.
I'd like to point out the entire village is burning, so it's the perfect cover. You can't be blamed.
Right?
Right.
It's almost like I can't do any worse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So-
the
Alright.
structures are still standing, so you could do worse.
Well, the combat is young.
Fair.
48 points of damage. Save is reflex DC 22.
Reflex 22. All right.
Ew.
So they get a plus that. And I get to roll this. Rolls a 7.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. That's totally not going to cut it.
It's not. So I was just doing the math. I'm like 16. That's not high enough, is it? So there's not as much as a goblin troop. It's more like a turf. They don't have the oop anymore.
I believe they call that a loaf of goblins. Once you cook them.
There's a goblin left.
Ooh, one goblin left.
So we'll
Nice.
belay that whole it's a troop thing.
So if there's one goblin left, then I will move. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and gain some more altitude. So I'll go 15 feet higher up. That'll give me a 45-foot elevation at this point. So I
All right.
should be able to see most of the creatures without buildings in the way. If I can see them.
Yeah. All right. So I'd say from your spot with the extra height, and again, it's not like anyone here is trying to be stealthy in this regard, except for the ones that jump from the roofs, which not as slow to you anymore. But on the north side of the map, you see there's 2 more troops of goblins that are just laying siege to the random buildings and having their way with a lot of the villagers, as in running around in black and introducing themselves with the finer points of their daggers.
And I will shout out that there's an additional troop that appears beyond the fields to the southwest. By the burning building, trying to direct Telson.
Tenson,
Tomato.
tomato. I go west by southeast. What?
I direct Tenson towards the burning building and just beyond it.
All
There's
right.
a troop that way
Right.
that I
Can I get
can
another
see.
perception check from you, Frank?
Absolutely. Let me once again find my combat board here. Oops, that would be one too high. Oops. So that would be 17. Apparently, the die roller in this game hates me just as much as roll 20s.
If you have your own dice, you want to roll them instead?
Nah, I'm fine. 17 and everybody's technically kind of out in the open, broad daylightish to me.
Yeah. How's that work with your horizon?
I get good connection.
Oh. All right. Given the fact these things aren't being too stealthy, I will give them a roll. Yes, I see. Where is it? You do have a pretty good stealth modifier.
Do they do or I do?
The things you're trying to percept.
Oh, gotcha.
Off the table. Ironic, we were talking about that. 3.
3.
That's low, but day too. You know what? Yeah, you see, there's just in the distance at the top of the tree line,
Okay.
to the southeast, you
Okay.
see a large vulture,
Ooh.
and attached to large vulture is not so large goblin. So they're at a 30-foot elevation, but I'm going to leave them on the board so everyone else can kind of be remiss of its location.
Does this look like a normal chicken, or does this look like a
Robot chicken.
a demon chicken? My brain immediately goes worst case scenario.
Hungry. Hungry chicken.
Original recipe or extra crispy?
This is a private joke because Corey Shazon, who you just heard from, with Joe Gibson, did a bit of an auxiliary cast in our Age of Ashes, and they ran into these emperor birds and they fried them. They literally had to get extra crispy chicken out of these things before they could defeat them. These nasty things knocked Joe down and killed my wonderful NPC that came with the adventure. Alex Stagrim, the Hell Knight amateur, is no more because of the birdie that made him fall on his own sword. We got rid of those cards. I blame
After
the
a lot of
bird.
blood was shed.
Yeah, you guys went in there later as your dwarves, and I'm like, "Yeah, smell that burnt chicken." That's what's the. They fight with it. You remember that now, Corey?
Yes, I remember. I remember.
Oh, the chicken jokes. I thought that was official. I thought that was a plug from you, man.
No, yeah, chicken. Bark, bark.
So, Jeff,
Yes, sir.
want to go? Frank, you're done your turn.
Yeah, that's me. That's movement and a standard, so I'm good.
Do I
Cool.
perceive any foes?
Well, you've been alerted to a horde of goblins around the south and west of your location.
All right.
And there is a goblin left standing in a burning crater. It was very well pointed out.
Okay.
Like, there are goblins. Like, no, there's goblin.
I will go to the horde beyond the building.
All right.
Having a base attack of more than +1, I would like to draw my weapon and my shield as I move.
Go bananas. I figured you would have grabbed them when you're leaving the inn.
Oh, I was spellcasting and jumping. I was dancing. So.
There was.
Well, movement then pull, movement now pull. It's kind of the same thing. So 5, and then the next diagonal counts as 15, and then 20, and then 25, 30. On my way, drawing my Celium bronze heavy mace and my heavy steel shield thundering along at large size as an Efreet in full plate. I call to the goddess, Saturday, bestow upon me your righteous might. And I cast righteous might. Your height immediately doubles, and your weight increases by a factor of 8. This increase changes your size to the next larger one. +4 strength, constitution. I do take a -2 penalty to dexterity. So I go from 4 squares to 6.
So you get huge size?
Yep.
The 2 different sources?
Yep. One's an innate spell ability, making me large, and then one's a divine spell. One's a racial blood arcane ability, and then on top of that. Now, if you want to rule they don't stack, that's fine.
You need to go on a diet.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It won't be a crazy single C tonight, so we'll just go with it. We'll make you large, huge size.
I'm asking. As far as I know, this should stack. Yes. One's a natural. One's a spell-like ability that lets me enlarge.
They replicate the spell, right? They're not. That's like
one is an enlarged spell. One is a righteous might spell. 2 different spells. One's Arcana that I can replicate through my bloodline as an Efreet because my alternate racial heritage. The second is a divine prayer asking the goddess just to make me bigger.
And how often can you do this?
The spell-like ability is like once a day and I'm done. And it's burning, but it's a minute a level, so it's, I have time with that.
You did make a good prayer and you have been fasting. You've been really diligent. So roll me a religion check to see how diligent you've been.
Okay. And the righteous might spell for the diligence is only like a round a level. So I have 10 rounds if this works starting now. Sorry, let me just pull up my skills. Religion +4. Have I been a good boy? 1, 2, 3, 4. Und. Ooh, that doesn't look good.
2. So a total of 5.
Total of 6.
6?
+4.
Oh. Not so diligent.
Maybe I didn't correctly pray east every morning in this godforsaken cloudy country.
You got a hero point?
Yes.
Oh.
I will burn said hero point.
It's you're owed a bunch of rosemary. You owe a bunch of rosemaries. You know what you're doing tomorrow.
Yep.
And Skadoosh, you're huge.
Thank you.
Skadoosh, that sounds like Blue's Clues.
My, somebody's trying to draw aggro.
Someone, yeah,
fine.
Largest target. So, what's your height at huge? Remind everybody for the theater of the mind.
Well, if I'm a 6-foot dude and 7 feet makes me large for 4 squares, let's assume that I was 12 feet. Now I'm 24 feet tall, and my weight just quadrupled. So I went from like 500 pounds at large to like 2,000 pounds. Yeah. I weigh like a ton and I'm 24 feet tall. I am taller than most of the buildings here.
That might be more scarier than the goblins that are here. Full attack on Titan mode.
Yep.
All right. And that's all your goes? The move, a go ginormous.
Yep. Yeah, like a 1 move, 1 cast.
All right, so some religious IOUs later,
Mm-hmm.
marching towards a horde of goblins.
Thank you, hero point. Wise and benevolent GM for recognizing my entire high level. Like I've just burnt my 2 biggest spells.
That's cool.
Yeah.
On this turn, make it a perception check. Though it seems how you've gotten to this new height of religious devotion.
That's funny. That's good.
I try.
Oh, sorry. I'm used to double clicking things. I don't know.
No, it's
whatever dice on the left, I guess, would be first, or is it?
For the D20, it's the one on your right.
Is the first one okay?
Yeah.
Oh, it went away. Crap. I think that was a. I never. Did you guys see that? I
No.
had something. I had something in a 12.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hang on. I can
No,
just pull up the chat box. It says 19.
Okay. Yeah. Plus 3.
19. All
Or
right.
5.
you're
sorry.
rolled-
Plus 5. Yeah. So 24.
You
Okay.
do an amazing job at this
Mm.
altitude, seeing coming from the left and right of you.
Yeah.
There's 2 vultures with goblins strapped to their undersides as they both throw a bomb at you.
Okay. Can't help but throw a wink over my shoulder at Skirizo since my head height now matches his big teethy grin.
So
My armor class?
please.
Since you allowed me to pull my shield and I cast Dispel Evil with the +4 deflection bonus. Fortunately, only 2 of it works on me because of my magical items. 30 is the AC today.
That's taking it all. Oh, that's 30. That's probably being huge too.
Oh, you know what? Sorry. So actually, I would take. It would more likely be 27 because I would get -1 for each size category and no AC, or my dex would drop me, like lose my +1 bonus. So I'm believing it's
All right.
27. Is there a way to modify your size in Hero Labs? Got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me pull this up real quick. If you go under adjustments, you can add a custom adjustment. The easiest way to do it is under adjustments, find the spell, add new adjustment under the spell, and just click the spells. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you would just add enlarge and then add righteous might and click them both
Yeah.
on.
I'm going to cheat though. I'm going to use size category, give it a +2, and that should bring me up 2 size categories, right?
Oh, yeah.
Says I'm huge. I'm 15 by 15 space, which is 3 squares. I am my base and an attack, blah, blah, blah. AC 28.
28. Oh, lucky. All right. They rolled not almost. A 26 was my highest.
Hmm.
And yeah, they're not good with tall things. They're good with big, low things. But they do land off behind you and explode into balls of fire.
Oh, bombs. Lucky me. Saturn Ray protects me.
I'm just going to draw in a little fire right now. Awesome.
All those amazing fire effects, and you're just kind of drawing this reddish swamp behind me. That's just kind of funny. It's just like I was expecting like the map to burst into flame. I'd be like, yeah. It's just like doo-doo-doo-doo. Looks like you poured like red Play-Doh over the. That's good. Sorry,
it's a token
no.
older, man. It's in
Yeah,
development.
That's. Yeah. Please support our Patreon at Patreon.com/Rollmongers, and I will devote a certain amount of money to Mesinna and his virtual tabletop so he can get more free effects. You were saying, sir?
So yeah, 2 bombs will hug and pass out of your shoulders, miss you barely. One gets close enough that you hear it pass by your ear. They explode behind you. Fire catches onto the area just where you came from, between you and your comrades closer to the tavern. After that, though, it is Ost's go.
I still have this little guy stuck in front of me.
Well, he's laying down on the ground. He's not really in your way as much so as a rug is when you leave a building.
Oh, fair enough.
Though still moving, not a lot.
Oh, no, that's all right. The fire will get him. Oh, the juice. And I will. Oh, too far. And I am done. That's it. I moved more to the south. keeping away from giant aggro.
I look like a town statue. It's like, aha, remember this moment, villagers. Place the statue of me approximately this height, this pose. Pause for oil painting.
Yeah. Who has those identical memories? Bring him here now. After us, it is Aiden.
All right. So we heard about the 2 goblin hordes to the southwest.
Yes.
What about the ones to the north? Were those called out?
Yes.
Then, because it seems like the group's got that one, I am actually going to turn and start moving that way. Okay, so 1 move action. And while I'm doing that, I'm actually resheathing my great sword as a free action. And double moved up to the northern part of the town, across the bridge. And that's my move. Or that's my turn, sorry.
All right. Hot topic. Make a perception check,
Ooh, perception check.
please.
Yep, of course. Perception of 15 plus 11, 26.
And it is also fairly easy to see. Another goblin and vulture combination. Just hanging out. Well, not hanging out, but doing a bypass over the building. That is just to the north of you.
Okay. Does it look like they're going to be flying above me, and how high?
Oh, yeah. He's about 30 feet off the ground.
30 feet. Okay. Okay, got it. Well, nothing I can do, so.
Yep. Top of the round. All right. Goblin that jumped off the roof stands up. Not happy, but he stands up. And will chase after Oust, who so sorely trounced him. Ah. That's unfortunate. He fell short.
Well, charge is 150% of your normal movement.
It is.
Oh, come on, charge me. I do it.
Oh, wait.
That's
Before
what I'm
we
trying.
resolve that-
trying.
Oh,
I know you get some attack of opportunities here, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. Playing me up
Ryan,
like that.
Ryan, I literally just pulled up Tabletop Audio, and their brand new audio track is called Burning Village.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's apt, I thought.
Let's see if I can do it this time properly.
I would guess.
Does a
Oh,
31
yeah.
hit?
Again, you did better than last time, so.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, like super race. Is it the overhand chop?
Yeah.
A fun
For
chop.
24 damage. That's fine. It's almost max damage.
All right. However you want to do it, you do it.
Huzzah! Choppy, choppy.
All right. And with like just a flick of your wrist without even really looking at him, you're just backhand and overhand it. And like the goblin runs at you, and then 2 goblins run at you, but they're half the size of the goblin that was running at you before.
Oh, there's more?
No, they're not as active as the first one.
They were exactly half as big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One looks like the top of a goblin, and the other looks like the bottom.
So that's one less thing for you guys have to worry about in the initiative order.
I can keep going.
I could do this all day.
I don't doubt that. So the goblin troop that is not as burnt moves towards the giant man.
Huge.
Huge. Well, giants are huge, right?
I'm just
They can,
saying.
they can be.
Yeah.
That's labeling and profiling and borderline races. We prefer vertically challenged. No.
All right. Well,
Vertically gifted.
Thank you. Vertically gifted.
my goblin troop can do some fun things.
I have Sarenrae to thank. Drops his
Okay.
shield and Mason pulls out a big holy book and just starts preaching about Sarenrae. What are you doing?
Starts proselytizing.
Yeah,
Instantly converts them.
yeah, really. It's like obviously the fires have brought you.
I don't know if you guys ever played the epic version of 3.0, but you could have done that.
Oh yeah. Oh, three.
You take the proselytizer epic
Yeah.
class, the horde of barbarians running at you. Diplomacy 82. I convert them.
It is the
They're now
mightiest
my
weapon of them all.
minions.
I still like the meme where the guy's trying to push the orc off the cliff and he rolls a natural one, and the DM's like, and you caress him gently down the back, and he becomes uncomfortable.
There's a follow-up meme to that where he like attempts the attack of opportunity for the failed push check, and the orc rolls a 1. 4 years later, you have a child.
Well, kids, that's how we met.
Yeah, right.
How I Met Your Mother.
That's the shirt I'm wearing right now.
And so Iron Tusk, that is how we made Lork.
You're wearing that shirt, and I'm wearing "Suck my bone, He-Man."
Good.
Nice.
Dude, that never gets old.
Well, I found out these guys have javelins, and as troops, they all throw their javelin at the huge thing in front of them. So,
Sarenrae, protect me!
all aiding another.
yeah.
Stop helping, Gibson.
They all aid the one who throws a lightning bolt fast javelin.
I should have cast Righteous Might on you.
Come
and it
here.
would've been too large here.
So you,
Oh
for
my
this,
God.
it's not as an attack roll. You just get to make a reflex throw on these things, because it's like we'll block out the sun.
Oh yes, the cleric's biggest saving throw. Huzzah!
That's okay. They're only moderately proficient at it.
No problem.
You've got
What do you
dodge,
get
right?
for making yourself a target?
No, I actually have a cape of reflexes, so with my modifier still there.
Somebody want to check the Zoom chat?
Why? Oh, yeah, I'll do it. What's the name of the show?
That's
Ryan's Ryan. I called it the Ryan's Homebrew Goblin attack. Having fun with Virtual Tabletop and Ryan. I guess we basically could say this is not an official show. This is a one-shot. We are testing the virtues of Virtual Tabletop. Ryan Mesinna was kind enough not only to build the map, but take the chair from me tonight, so I had a chance to play. And he offered us some 10th level happy combat versus goblins, probably inspired from Goblin Slayer, the anime. Am I getting warm?
Goblins are fun, man. They're
And
little
there,
orcs.
there is fire everywhere, so I'd say you're sufficiently warm, especially since you're in a frit.
I like the heat. I can take the heat.
You try moving down here for a couple months. Come visit me for a couple days down here in the desert. Let's see if you're
13.
still saying that.
Dodge the question. 13.
You got 13,
I got 7 plus my 6 is 13.
DC 17. So
Ow.
you take 2d6 points of damage.
Ouch. Are we tracking our own HP for you, sir, or are you looking?
Yes, please.
Okay, my 111, 111, me, goes down.
6 and 8, so that's 14. Were there extra things on that?
No.
2d6 plus 96.
Perhaps.
Authentic battle damage.
Yeah, so your shins just get like.
My shins.
Yeah, it's not the knee. It's too low.
That's yeah.
It's too
I'm just glad. Yeah. See, if I was large, that would have gone right for the belt line. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Prayers have answered in so many ways. Sorry, what's the damage total, sir?
14 points of damage.
Okay, going on the board. 111 drops to 97.
You're a
I'm
happy
fine.
boy.
I'm fine.
It's just a couple of javelins.
I'm fine.
That's it.
Distract. Dun 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 dun.
Scariso. In next in
Alrighty
line.
then. Let's see here. How do I unlock my token? If I unlock my token, will I like fall to the ground?
No, the ground's solid. You'll be. Well, wait. If you unlock, you might.
Yeah.
Not until you re-click your token. So if you just unlock it and then leave it there, it should be good.
You mean not that?
I don't. Yes.
He just flew across the board.
You lied to me. didn't he?
Well, that's kind of what I want to do. So I'm going to move to there. And then I cast a spell, which is pretty fun for wizards. It is Deeper Darkness. The spell functions as darkness, except the area of darkness is 60 feet, so 30 feet in all directions. The light level is lowered by 2. It is considered supernatural darkness, meaning that only creatures that can see in supernatural darkness can see.
And it blocks out dark vision too, right?
It blocks out 100% of all natural light, infravision, low light, dark vision, all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, so basically only lower planar or upper planar creatures can see through it if they can see through magical darkness. The only way to counter it is to cast a light spell, and then it gets a caster level check versus my caster level plus 10. So DC 20.
Well, in current company, I don't think you have to be too concerned about that.
Nope. So I just erupt in this globe of absolute darkness.
All right. Let me get you a marker so you can throw something on the table for all of us.
So what you're saying is you put the martial character that is a human in Deeper Darkness.
I'm 45 feet up. So
And
if your
radius on this is
30 feet in all directions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my bad. 60-foot radius. Yeah, I did.
See?
Son of a bitch.
You're at the very edge of it because I'm 5, 10, 15 away from you, and I'm 45 feet up. So 45 plus half of that is 50 something. A 5-foot step will get you out of the darkness.
45 squared plus 15 squared.
It's half the over plus all the up.
Ryan, there's an AP you mentioned, and you're in a valley, a little village, and waves of goblins and stuff come. There's official Pathfinder AP. I just can't remember what it was called. It was something that we had actually considered doing. Do you remember the name of it?
Like We Be Goblins?
No. It's a recent AP that came out within the last year. Hidden Vale. It literally is like, you're in the wilderness, little border town, and the horde starts coming out of Belkson kind of thing. I don't remember the name of it.
Can't find the token exactly. So where exactly are you dropping this dark orb there, Frank? I'll just draw it on the map here for us.
It's a 60-foot radius from me.
Oh, from you. Oh, and it centers on you.
Yeah.
And it follows you.
Yep. It's object touch, so it's just a ring on my hand begins to emanate deeper darkness.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate for everyone who's close to you.
Just for Aiden briefly.
Let me know when you have a free moment. Sorry, you're not like mid.
On the plus side, Aiden has 100% concealment.
That is true.
Right now.
That doesn't help me. And actually, I am only 47 feet away from you.
I'm 45 feet up.
You're 45 feet up, 15 across. You know, right triangle, you know, hypotenuse calculations, 45 squared plus 15 squared, take square root of that, 47 feet.
It sucks to be you.
It'll suck to be you when you get back down here.
But you can't see me. You don't know what happened. It sucks to be you.
But it sucks to be them even more.
It will suck to be them even more.
Come on, Joe, scat with us. Come,
yeah.
Fuck, where's this going?
I was going to interrupt that. That seemed like a.
Oh no, I was just trying to fill dead air.
No. You know, it's with Matt kind of missing, who just left. It's good to see that someone else besides Matt and myself are carrying the show tunes going on here. Are we at the bottom of the round?
So we're on to you.
We're on to me. Oh, so we're at top of the round. Okay.
We're mid.
Right. So I'm going to continue my movement.
Right.
I'm just following the shadow edge here. So I was like, 5. Oh, hang on. Let me just adjust my angle so I can see what I'm doing here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now, this is all, I don't really want to enter a fire area, do I?
Do you actually burn?
Actually, you know what? Sorry, let's back that up. 5, 10, 15, 20 back here, right?
Right.
Before I move, I will cast another spell. I had planned for this. Where are we here? Where are we? Oh, Flaming Aura. I pray to Sarenrae. And I remind the GM I'm out of hit points or hero points, so be kind. Sarenrae, wreath your servant's body in flame, so that I might smite this evil before us and bring burning, healing to these lands. This spell allows me to channel fire into my very being. If I don't already have the fire subtype, which I do, this spell grants me the fire subtype. If I already have the fire subtype, which I do, I instead channel the flames from my inner being outward, creating a 10-foot radius aura of fire centered on myself. Creatures who enter or end their turn in this aura must succeed a fortitude save or take 1d8 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Please, Sarenrae. Oh, please.
And so it was.
Sweet. So it's a 10-foot rad around me. So that's pretty big. I might actually accidentally burn the village. I didn't really think this through. Yeah. But now that I'm all, you know.
I'm the only good cleric.
Just trying to, hey, crops, lives before crops. So, yeah. So cast a spell and then move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, I can't see the grid because of the wheat here. Hang on. Let me just kind of get a top-down thing going so I can kind of finish what I'm going on here. What was I at, 25? I guess I don't really have a lot left. 30. Anyway, I'm trying to get, you know, the proverbial 15-foot reach, which I now have because I'm huge. And I'll stop there. Hi there. Hello there.
Yeah, so there's
Repent before the fires of Sarenrae.
yeah, that's definitely an impressive show that just was.
I was gonna go with Neil before Zod, but I'm pretty sure that's copyright. So
All right. Well,
No?
you can...
not even a snicker from Frank. No, nothing. Come on, man. That was
2 claps.
crickets. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Here all night. Yeah. You were saying?
Well, yeah, you've just impressed upon the goblins that are hugging these bombs that they are right by throwing explosives at the big scary man.
Hmm. You know, multiple castings of the spell stack.
Oh, that's gross.
So basically, a human who is not of the fire subtype could cast it twice to get the effect that I got because I am, or you know what I mean? Anyway, this lasts a minute per level.
So it's good.
Yep.
It's up pretty much for the remainder of the next morning.
Yes. Now, the Righteous Might, since I've cast it, I'm sorry, I'm going to start a timer here because I only have 10 rounds of it. So my huge is going to go back down to large in 9 rounds.
It happens. You want it to reduce after a while. Otherwise, you got to go see a doctor and it's.
Yeah, the swelling needs to go down, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the evil version of that spell, inflict priapism. Priapism.
Proprietism?
Priapism.
A 24-foot tall, 10-foot blazing aura of foreign Katapeshi fruit, here to bring you the sun. Can't find it in the sky during this rainy season, so I'll bring it to you myself. Praise the sun. And I'm done. Well, I cast it. I cast it. No, sorry. Damn it.
I actually don't know.
It's a video game. That's what is it?
Dark Souls.
Thank you. My son's played like all 3 of those.
They're very good. Well, the first 2 are. 3 is debatable in my opinion, but that's a controversy I'm not starting. It's like religion. You don't fuck with the Dark Souls fandom like that.
You're entitled to your opinion, even if you're wrong.
The vultures both make a heaping stinking miss at you.
I see that.
Yeah, they didn't roll too hot, but they fly on by. And that's kind of it for their go. More fire brought in, and nobody was fortunately in it. Yeah. No. Oust.
Yay. I'll continue making my way to what's left of Goblin Troop number 2.
All right. The Tim. Should we give him a name?
Yes.
It's Tim the Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yes.
This day was prophesized. Well, you got a straight line. You could charge, or unless you got some other jazz in your pocket, like to reduce the distance between you and him, which doesn't have to be much to begin with.
15, 20, 25. Oh, there. Might as well. I have extra feet, so might as well use them. I will use my lunge ability.
Oh, that's so good. Lunge.
Yeah, which lunge, well, it gives you an extra 5 foot on your reach.
Oh, lunge. I thought you said lunch, and I was like,
That's-
lunch.
that's-
I'm getting hungry.
Lunch. He gets to walk off the battlefield. No attacks of opportunity. It's lunch,
Yeah.
everybody. 1 hour.
Lunge.
Lunch. That's what they use it
Multiclass,
for.
guys.
Right? Power word lunch. A sandwich appears in all targets' hands within 20 feet.
So
But that was
Not bad.
amazing.
Sounds amazing.
All right.
Best power word ever.
The scenery becomes cardboard cutout, and you can just move beyond it for your.
Normally attacking troops is like complicated, but it seems how it's been reduced to 1 goblin. It's actually pretty easy now, man. Let's roll
Yeah,
an attack from how far away?
36 to hit, 15
yeah.
feet.
Yeah, Tim's bad day just came to an end.
Yeah, I think Tim might be dead.
Hey, Tim's never going to have a bad day again.
Because
Oh.
unfortunately for poor Tim, that we gave him a name, so he's not even trained.
For 17 points of damage. Boo. Minimum.
17 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you run
not
up and
minimum.
you impale him straight in the chest, and he looks down and he seems kind of relieved that it's all over now.
Oh, thank you for ending it so quick.
The troop with 4 health lives. No more.
And I am done.
All right. Not a bad end from perspective base. Aiden.
All right. Well, I am standing in complete darkness, I'm just surrounded in a void.
Yeah.
And right prior to this, I hear, Mr. Motherfucker fly above me and start, saying some incantation. So I'm going to stand there with my arms crossed across my chest, taking a full round action to focus on my defenses and call out to him. Do you mind removing this? This is actually quite annoying.
You've got blind fighting, right?
I don't. I cannot see. Unlike you, I am purely human.
Oops.
That's my turn. I also get shield toss back.
All right.
Because I took a full round action to recover my maneuvers. So
Well, you could delay.
no.
No.
He goes before me in the round anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Ryan, we need to cap this. We can flip episodes, but I need to cap this at the end of the round.
You guys want to grab a drink, take a pee break?
Sure.
Oh, when you get to the end of the round? Are we at the end of the round?
Or close to it.
Well, Aiden just went.
Goblins are next, I think.
Yeah, Goblin Vulture 1, and then it's next round.
Oh, okay.
Goblin Vulture 1. What's the fun? Where were you? Oh, here you are. Over here by Adon. Pretty sure there's only others.
There's another one in the bushes.
There's only one target on the board.
There's 3, 2. Yeah, this is one. Fun thing about goblins, they're fun to keep track of. They run around on you and make it hard to count them.
Right?
All right.
Click, click.
Well, Goblin just saw. That is unfortunate for the Goblin pilot. Actually, not bad. Goblin just wants to cause fire. So avoid the big. Wait. You're there, and it's a 60-foot square of darkness?
60-foot radius, yeah. So Aiden is just at the edge of it, but he is included.
That happens to the best of us. Yeah, so they will veer off and try to get away from it. Is it like an instant? Do you imagine it more of like an instantaneous darkness, or like a more of an expanding globe?
It's just, like an expanding globe. Like these tentacles start to reach out, and then it just gets thicker and thicker, and before you can't see anything.
All right, so they could do a 180 and no. Yeah, you have your bearings. So they try to pull a 180 just to get away from it. Not that smart, but they know to go back to where they came from. So they nope away in the forest. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's say about in that direction. And not to waste their action on their turn, they will throw a bomb at the tree.
How do I lift the camera?
And that's the end of the round.
In the very top toward the right, there's a guy that's lifting a barbell.
Oh, okay.
Click on that, you get a slide rule.
Okay.
Set the height.
Right. That's the end of the round?
Yeah, we're top of the next round.
Okay. So, folks, for our stream, we will take a short break. For our episode, we're going to cap it here. I'd like to thank Ryan Mesinna for providing us with his goblin attack using the virtual tabletop via Steam. And we will see you in the next episode on YouTube very soon. On Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. We'll be right back. Give us 10. Thank you very much.